G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Spornia SPG-7 net and the Tri-Turf. About 2 weeks ago, I reached out to Spornia, and the reason for that is because I go away for work and I wanted to get a really good quality portable hitting net so I can still practice while I'm away. And I also wanted to get a net that I could put up and hit shots outdoors. So I reached out to Spornia, and they were kind enough to send me an SPG-7 net and a Tri-Turf mat. Now, just real quick, I want to give a big shout out to Michael. Thank you so much for helping me out with this. I really do appreciate it. So in today's video, I'm going to be getting this out for the first time. I'm going to set it up and I'm going to hit some shots into it just to show you guys how easy it is to set this up in your house and hit shots. And the reason I reached out to Spornia is because their nets are so easy and quick to put up. They pop out by themselves. All you do is put a couple of pegs in and they're good to go. If you're looking for a quick, easy way to set up a net in your home or a portable setup to take outside or take away with you on trips, this net is by far the best way to do that. So a little bit about Spornia Australia. They are a family-owned business. They are the distributors of these Spornia nets in Australia and New Zealand. And they had the same issue as a lot of us do. They were looking for a solid portable net that they could take up and put down easily, and they really struggled to find one with good quality in the market. There are a lot of nets out there that you can get on Amazon that are easy to put up and down. However, the quality is not there, and golf balls go through those nets. So be very careful when picking a net if you're going to pick one off Amazon. So if you're going to get a golf net, I can't recommend this enough because it is quality. Golf balls are not going to go through this thing. And if you want to check out someone who has a high ball speed that's used this net, check out David Maxfield. He has a lot of videos with this thing. His ball speeds are in excess of 170 miles an hour, and he hasn't had an issue with this net so far. Okay, let's talk about a couple of features with this net. It's quite a big net for such a small footprint. It's not that heavy as well. It's 2.1 meters across, 2.1 meters deep, and 2 meters high. You do actually have a little wedge net at the top that's built into it to stop your wedges from going over the top of the net, which is really good. The other feature it has is an automatic ball return system. As you hit golf balls into this net, they'll feed back to your feet, and that's really cool. It does have a built-in sheet that hangs in front of the net, and that's going to deaden the sound of the ball, so it's really good. The quieter you can keep your practice, the better, especially if you're going to be using this indoors. You can get a white sheet to replace the black one that it comes with, and that's if you're going to use something like a projector, so you can project an image onto that white sheet. If you're looking for a budget home simulator setup, this is going to be the best net you can get at this price point by far. There's going to be nothing that's as easy to set up and take down as this, and also have the same quality and durability. Okay, with that said, let's get this thing out. I'm going to set it up. I'll leave the camera running because I want to show you guys how quick this is to get set up, and then I'll hit some shots into it. And to get this thing open, you've got 3 Velcro tabs on the top of the bag. And this bag is a nice quality fabric. It feels like quality. So if you're going to travel and take this thing away, this bag's not going to be something that rips and tears. So that's really good. I like that. Let's slide this thing out and let's see what we get. Okay. So sliding it out. All right, I'll just pop this to the side. Okay, so things you get in the bag. You get some pegs, and if you're going to be using this outside in the wind, I definitely recommend pegging this thing down. You don't want it blowing away. You get some rubber tees, and these tees, I'll just show you up close. These tees are just like the tees that you'd see at the driving range on those mats. You get your chipping net, and this is the one that you're going to be able to hang in front of the impact sheet to practice chipping. You get the net itself, obviously. You also get your poles to assemble this thing. So opening this bag up, there should be 3 poles in here. So the skinnier one is going to be for the wedge net at the top. And these are just like your classic tent poles. They've got a little bit of bungee, and they just feed into the metal brackets there that hold the 2 poles together. So that's what they look like when they're assembled. We'll just pop that one to the side. And then you've got these 2 poles which are going to hold the actual sheet or the net upright. So we'll pop these down as well. Okay, so setting this thing up, it will pop out by itself when you start to assemble this, so be careful. We'll just open it up. And it is a lot bigger than you think. Okay. So what you want to do is, there's going to be a side with a net on the top, and there's also going to be a side with a white strap. And we want this white strap on the ground. So I'm going to lay this down, and I'll get this as close to my impact screen as possible. And then from there, you're just going to grab one of your poles, lift the top up, and you've got these little holders here. You're just going to place that through there, place it on the one down on the ground, get your other pole, and do the exact same thing. Okay, and now that is up, the only other step we've got to do is put the wedge net pole in, and then we're good to go. Okay, so we're just going to feed this through. And what I'll do is, because I don't want to push this and send it through the fabric, I'm just going to kind of work it down. Okay, that is now through. Then what you'll notice is you've got these gold grommets on the side here. And all you're going to do is feed this into the gold grommet on one side, and then walk around to the other side, straighten it out a bit, and then feed it into the other gold grommet. And that's it. Our wedge net is now up, and now we're set up ready to hit some shots. It's that simple, it's that easy. Let's hit some shots. Okay, from there, we're good to go. We can hit some shots now. So I'm going to hit a couple of 7-irons, and then I'll hit a few drivers, and I just want to show you that this thing can just take a beating. Okay, so let's start off with a couple of 7-irons. And as you see, the ball rolls back to me. And due to that sheet that hangs on the front, it's actually a lot quieter than my impact screen. That's fantastic. It's actually quite big. And I want to stress that because a lot of people are going to say, oh, but if you shank it, you're going to miss the net. You do have these side nets, okay? So it is going to have some protection against shanks. If you were to absolutely hit it so far off the toe that you shanked it, then yes, you could potentially miss this net, but this is a big target. All right, let's hit one more 7-iron. And you can see where these 7-irons are impacting. Because I am so close to the net, they're impacting around here. So it's not like they're going to have any chance of going over the net. And just because I want to test this out, I'm going to hit a 60 degree because I want to see whereabouts this is going to impact in the net, because a lot of people say, oh, you might hit a wedge over the net. So let's hit some 60 degree wedges and we'll see exactly where these impact on this sheet. Okay, that was somewhere near the middle. That was just here. So, I mean, realistically, if you want to, you can play this even closer and you're going to be in no danger of sending it over. I'm just going to try hit a flop shot and really push the limits and see if I can get one over the net. Okay, so I hit a bigger flop shot as I can. I didn't back down on that. And that actually hit just above this black bit here, almost on the wedge net, and kicked straight down. And it's fed back to my feet. So I'll do one more of those. We'll go full flop shot. Okay, doing a full flat out flop. That actually hit the wedge net and just kicked straight down. So that's cool. I don't think you're going to be in danger of going over the net unless you can hit a better flop shot than that. Okay, and for the final test, I'm just going to hit a few drivers. Okay, that was easy. Let's do one more driver. And yeah, I mean, that's really good. It can take a beating and no issues with anything. So that's fantastic. Now, another reason I'm super keen as well to have this portable setup is I've been doing Chasing Speed, one of the series on my channel. I have hit the roof a few times. I'll put up a picture now. And as you can see, there's a few battle scars on the roof, and my driver also is showing some signs of a few battle scars from hitting the roof. The good thing about this portable setup is now I'm going to be able to go outside and actually hit some shots and really try and build up some speed. I have a standard garage here in Australia, 2.7 meter high ceilings. I can just get away with hitting driver until I start trying to be silly and really crank up the speed. And then obviously the bad habits happen in your swing, hit the roof. Now I'm going to be able to take this outside and I'm really going to be able to crank up that speed and get some good practice in. All right, for the final part of this video, I'm just going to take this thing down, I'm going to pack it back into the bag, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is to set this thing up, hit some shots, and pack it all away. If you want a budget golf simulator that you can put up and take down, this net is the way to go. Okay, let's get this thing packed up. The first thing you got to do is take out the pole that's holding up the wedge net. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, that's first job done. Then you're going to take out these poles holding up the actual net. And then finally, and this is probably the hardest part, is we're going to collapse this and make it back into that circle that it came in. So all you do is come over to the corner and we're going to fold it over to the other corner and grab that and stand it up. And what you're going to get now is kind of like a U or like a taco shape. From there, you're going to bring the sides in until the sides are touching. Okay, and when they're touching, now you're going to get this side closest to you and push it under, and then the side that's furthest away from you, you're going to pull that over. And all you're going to do is do that. And then from there, it will collapse up into that circle. Give it a bit of a massage, and we're back where we started. So it's that simple. And then from there, get your poles, put them back in the carrying bag, get your chipping net, pop that on top. And then all we're going to do is slide it back into the bag. Okay guys, and just like that, we've set up our net, had a practice session and packed it away, all in the space of about half an hour. If you're looking for a budget or portable golf simulator, I can't recommend this net enough. All right guys, so stay tuned because I'm going to be using this on this channel a bit more. Hope you guys like that. If you've got any questions on this net or anything else, let me know in the comment section below and I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.